you heard that Corpse and MGK are coming out with a song together? Is that a joke? If that's real, that's sick. The collab no one knew they needed. MGK is Machine Gun Kelly. Rap Devil. He's the one who did the diss against, what's his name? Who's that other famous rapper? Kit Kat, Skittles. What's his name? Ha ha ha. Oh, Eminem. That's right. That's right. Nah, I've heard of that guy. Eminem, you're a disgrace to me. It was like Hershey Kisses. What was his name? You ever stop and think like how rich Eminem must be? You ever stop and think about that? Like just how disgustingly wealthy he must be. Like, you know, there's like some rappers that are like just a fraction of the fame that Eminem has. And they're talking about like, yeah, I made 50 bands on a weekend. And it's like, oh, that's cool, dude. Do you know Eminem wipes his ass with like $6 million? It's like, Jeff Bezos is so effing rich. Yeah, like those people, like there's just some people, chat, that are just on another level of wealth. You know what I mean? You ever wonder what it would be like to have that much money though? Like to be that rich? If Jeff Bezos dropped $100, it would literally not be worth his time to pick it up. Yeah. Well, I met people say that about Bill Gates. Remember, that was the classic one I heard growing up. Because if you do the math, supposedly, Bill Gates makes more than $100 every second. So theoretically, it wouldn't be worth his time to bend down and pick up a $100 bill. Because by the time he would bend down and pick it up, he would have already made the $100. So just save your back, homie. No need. I did the math. Jeff Bezos makes $2 million a second. He definitely doesn't make $2 million a second. You know how much money that would be? $2 million per second. Yeah, and I guess Bill Gates isn't even the richest guy in the world anymore. I guess it's Elon. I don't know. It changes so much. It's important to keep in mind too, chat. Not all those guys, like, all their wealth isn't like liquid. You know what I mean? Like if you opened up their bank account, they don't have like $80 billion just sitting there. He makes $2,000 per second. Wait, he actually makes $2,000 per second? Doing the math, there's no shot. Can we fact check that? I don't know if that's true. Does that math check out? Nah, I think it's 4,000 a second. Oh, okay, cool. Right on. No, we were off. You can get a 3090 in less than a second. Yeah. Isn't that kind of funny to think about? Like when you're that rich, you could just like wake up and be like, I want to buy an island today. Why? I don't know. F it, dude. Because I want it. I want it and F you. That's why. Like that's the definition of just like F you money. $2,537 to be exact. Let's have some fun with these numbers for a second. Let's say you made $2,500 a second. $2,500 per second. So that means in 1 minute, you'll make 150 grand. You'd make $150,000 every minute. How many minutes are in an hour? 60. Okay, let's multiply that by 60. Oh, this is going to compound quick. That means in an hour, you can make $9 million. So if this is true, Jeff Bezos could sit on his ass, turn on Netflix, watch an episode of The Walking Dead, and he will have made $9 million. Times that by 24. There's no way he's making $216 million a day. That's just not even like, you know what I mean? Multiply that by 365. We're looking at a cool $78 billion. Not 78 million, 78 billion per year. According to Business Insider, Bezos has made $152,000 per minute and $2,537 per second. That's according to Business Insider, based on the year-over-year change in his net worth. This is a recent post, too. That's hard to wrap your head around, man. That's so much money. Dude, the other thing that I think is really fun to think about is imagine what it would feel like to be in that moment when you realize that you're about to be that rich. Like, I'm not talking about when you actually have that amount of money in your bank account or you're worth that much anyway, but like put it in perspective of like Bill Gates, who like was instrumental in like developing Microsoft. There must have been a point in his career where he realized all of a sudden, holy shoot, I'm about to be the richest man in the world, or one day I will be the richest man in the world. Like, imagine how weird that feeling must be. You're not there yet, right? So mentally, you're not used to that thought, but you're gonna be one day the richest person who has ever lived. That feeling has got to be so euphoric. Like the power you must feel. Like if you have that, like you live in a completely different world than everybody else if you have that much money. Big money like that is always really fun to think about.